Winter is here, and it's that time of year when everybody starts posting about their favorite pieces of winter gear, and I'm gonna do it too. So I actually want to talk about two pieces of winter gear that have become favorites for me, and unfortunately you can't get either one of them anymore, but that is part of what I want to talk about. Hiking gear doesn't have to be expensive, and it doesn't have to be new. You can find stuff at thrift stores and on clearance racks, and be very thrifty, and still get the things you need to enjoy your time in the backcountry. So the first piece of winter gear I want to talk about is my Patagonia thermal onesie. And I absolutely love this thing. Give you a better shot there. It's hooded, and the hood's nice and tight, so it holds in all that warmth. And you don't have to really wear a beanie with it, although I do sometimes wear a beanie under the hood, just for an extra layer of warmth when I'm asleep. The liner is kind of a checkerboard pattern, like a bunch of little squares, and they work similarly to the baffles in your sleeping pad, where they trap the heat and hold it in. And the onesie itself fits really tight, so all that body heat is just being held in by the little mini baffles. So I checked Patagonia's website just before I made this video, and unfortunately it's listed as no longer available, but I'm sure you can find them used or on some of the backcountry.com or those sites that get last year's models of things, and hopefully you can find it a little bit cheaper. I think when we got it, I actually don't know how much it cost. I got it as a Christmas present from my wife. I think they were around $160 maybe. I honestly don't remember. But if you come across one, I highly recommend picking it up. It's an absolutely excellent piece of winter camping equipment. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to get to camp, set up your tent on the snow, and just know that you're in for just a frigid night. And then you get to put on that wonderfully warm, one-piece, solid onesie and climb into your sleeping bag. It's just fantastic. The second piece of gear I want to talk about is this Old Navy hoodie. It's just a half-zip hoodie. It's got that same kind of waffle thermal pattern as the Patagonia onesie. If you've watched any of the other videos on the channel, especially some of the more recent ones in fall and winter, you've probably seen me wearing this. It gets a lot of mileage, and I got this off of an Old Navy clearance rack for $1.50. They had a big sale. It was 75% off all their clearance items, and so this was already on sale, and then it was another 75% off of the sale price. Now, both of those pieces of gear offer me the same kind of protection. They're both super warm, super light, really, really comfortable. And I use, the onesie for sleeping in. I use the hoodie for hiking in. And it's a really efficient part of my layering system. I'll have just a thin base layer underneath, then the hoodie, then a puffy jacket like the one I'm wearing right now. And as I'm hiking, if I get too hot, I can peel away layers. If it gets too cold, I can add them back on really easily and quickly. And my favorite part about that hoodie is it was less than $2. I just bargain shopped and I found the perfect item. So there you have it. Hiking gear doesn't have to be super expensive. You can find things that maybe aren't specifically designed for hiking, but serve the same purpose. You can get used gear, you can go to thrift stores, you can scour clearance racks and find these great bargain deals, so you're not breaking the bank just to get out on the trail. I think there's kind of this mindset, especially with overnight backpacking, that it's something you have to be able to afford. And I'm here to tell you, you can find good, cheap gear and get out into the backcountry without breaking the bank. So there you go. Those are my two favorite pieces of winter gear. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can find some good cheap gear. Let me know down in the comments, what are some of the best bargains you've ever found for backcountry equipment? We'll talk again soon.